What's up?
What you think about when you're born into a fire? Let them burn it out. Sell them to the richest buyer. They wanna let the world decay. They tell us like
No house updates today.
fade
I was hoping to hear some today since it's the first of the week, but nope.
Never let the truth fade away. This is bigger than ourselves. We won't let the world burn away. Burn away. We feel betrayed. We were raised to lose the race. Wake it to the back of the pack. Kill it anyway. To blame. Haters face
start Facebook. Figure out what's going on here. I've been working on cars again all day today. I'm wore the fuck out, to be honest with you. But we're here. That's what counts, right? Sorta. Maybe. I don't know. I got the Ranger back together. I don't know if you guys have been keeping up with the Ranger. But I got the Ranger back together. Basically done with it. It probably needs a battery, some air in the tires. That's about it. I already had it running good before I found that the spring hangers were all broken shit, so should be good. Share now, share now. That does that. Okay.
Hey Daddies, it's me, the Linda Binda from TikTok. I wanted to make this video because I wanted to thank you for watching Cold Beer Confessionals with Will Bird. I think that's just incredible. I've watched a few episodes and I'm just like very intrigued. But you know what I'm most intrigued in is Big Daddy's meat stick. I heard that it's very thick, like a good old German sausage. You know, Linda and her coochie loves that. Oh, never mind. Let's not go there. Anyways, I hope you have a good show and enjoy it as you can. There's a lot of weird things that go on, especially when it comes from the realm of Linda Bindaland. So, enjoy the show. Thanks for watching. Peace out.
Welcome, everybody. I'm Will Bird, and this is the Cold Beer Confessional. Thank you very much for joining us. Welcome. Hold on, I'm closing a bunch of windows. Didn't do a show last night. I was just tired. Whatever. We're doing the show from last night tonight. So yeah. What'd you guys do last night? I wasn't here. We do have a fight on May the 8th to cover and a fight on May the 9th to cover. Those are going to be our next two fight nights. Internet fights, and then Redneck Brawl, both going together. That should be fun. So we'll see. That's why Sam Alvey's page is still open. The first episode of the Ryan Upchurch thing came out. The behind this, actually, hold on, we'll watch it. Let me get audio first. Chad Offbeat, I think. Episode 1. You ready? Did you guys already see it? It's actually put together really well.
What was in the locker? Like, for real? Like, what was in there?
This is about to begin in about 3 seconds. Just answer yes or no for me. Did you pay the storage bill so Ryan would not lose his merchandise?
Yes.
Did Ryan have knowledge of the storage unit that you got him on his behalf?
Yes. Today's a good day. Today's the day I finally get to quit working for a complete maniac who's continuously trying to set people up and do the most horrendous.
So Chad knew he was quitting, and the whole time he was like, because he knew he was quitting, he had been recording stuff and taking care of stuff. He knew Ryan was going to set him up like he had set everybody else up.
Shit, when I first came on back in June of last year, first thing I was trying to do was trying to figure out how to save this guy money. So he was paying for a warehouse in National City at almost $6,000 a month. I was like, hey, let's get rid of that. We're not using it. Let's just put the items you have in the storage unit, save that money. Matter of fact, I didn't put anything in there. I just rented it on his behalf. Now he is trying to use that storage unit rental as like I've done something nefarious with his merch. But the problem is I have a dozen texts from him.
All those texts show is basically like he was talking to Ryan about the storage unit. So it wasn't like Ryan didn't know about it.
From the start of it until now, and his accountant was paying for it until they quit because he acts wild and says things that aren't true. So now I'm on the way to protect myself. I'm going to go to the sheriff's office this morning. So today will be the last day I work for him. I've been going through interrogations for months now, like with this guy who thinks he's a detective. Just the problem is I've caught him out on the drug stuff. He doesn't like.
It's crazy that he went to the cops before he even quit, and Ryan goes after he quits to the storage unit and tells the lady at the storage unit while he's recording audio, not video, tells the lady at the storage unit the cops sent him there to investigate what was going on at the storage unit.
That He's also needing someone to go down. He says all the time, someone has to go to jail. He knows if someone goes to jail that the fans who are starting.
That right there was interesting. Hold on. He has said, Ryan, he will sign a contract with the cops and go away if they'll just put someone in jail for him.
Who are starting to turn and say, well, shit, well, maybe he was telling the truth. But this is the wrong thing to pick, man. I mean, there's too much documentation. What the fuck am I going to do with all your merch? Been on call. I haven't had any time to do anything since June of last year. Anytime I try to go out of town with my family or do anything, he controls that. He controls every fucking thing I do. I feel like I'm in an abusive relationship, and I'm just so ready to be free again. There's no amount of money they can make. I'm just done. I've been done for a while. We had a blowout about a month ago, and I basically told him, hey, I know where the fucking drugs are coming. We're going to get caught up in some shit. And he actually quit for a few weeks, and I got to see the old Ryan for a few weeks.
Bro, you're going down as best Upchurch manager that ever was. Bro, you got Upchurch off drugs. You got Upchurch to put his nose in his own business, fix his bank accounts. I done woke up, cleaned my house, made breakfast, cleaned the yard. Now I'm going to fucking wash my car and put gas in it.
And things were going really fucking good. And then out of nowhere, it happened again. He stopped messaging me for a week. I'd hit him up every fucking day. When I did see him throughout that week, it was brief. He wouldn't look at me in the eyes. I already knew what was up. And when someone tells me 4 times a day, I'll pass a drug test, sober people don't say that. You know what I mean? Like, you're not going to hear me going around trying to convince everybody.
How many times have you had to go around and tell multiple people multiple times a day, I can pass a drug test?
Pass a drug test. The truth is you might be able to pass a piss test because you can quit for 2 days, but a hair follicle test, hell no, homie, you ain't passing that unless they get locks of someone else's hair, unless you pay a doctor off or something. You ain't passing that shit. All right, this is your number. Last text you sent me was on Wednesday saying you got done running some errands, your phone's cut off, your lights got cut off. That's mainly because you didn't do what I told you to and switch your debit cards and get all your bills in order, just like the ranch loan that you say doesn't exist because that hasn't been paid in a couple months, but I guess you'll find that out too. So I've done nothing but try to help. But anyway, here's my final text to you. There you go. It says delivered. Now I'm going to stop sharing my location. That feels fucking good. It's one thing to just not be able to afford someone and fire them. It's a whole different fucking thing to try to create a story and create this whole thing that never really fucking happened about a goddamn storage unit. When I have all the text from you, your accountant set it up and paid it, and I was the one that went by and paid the last bill so you didn't lose all your shit. And you even thanked me in a text about it. Dumbass.
A few moments later for the world.
Shortly after I quit, he runs the internet to try and control the narrative.
Biggest haters of church.
If you haven't realized, which if you haven't, I don't know how. I play a character. I let these idiots work for me.
Yeah, kind of weird. I think it would be really easy for someone famous, though, to be able to talk like they're a manager, personal assistant, blah, 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 into sharing their location with them. Like, hey, I need to know where you're at all the time.
And then I catch them in their bullshit. And then I confront them. And they go, he's on psychosis. Oh, God, help him with psychosis. Devil's guns and animal bones. Chelsea. Oh, Chad, he's fumbling. What are we going to do? Chelsea. 911, what's your emergency? Chelsea. Oh, I bet Chad Shepard's having a wonderful day. So the reason I keep going, Chelsea, I'm going to give you a little backstory. So Chad's wife works for Dispatch 911 in Cheatham County, right? Well, she cheated on Chad, and Chad found out. So Chad had a mental breakdown. This was a while ago. Let's address the relationship thing. You want to throw it out there for the entire world to hear about? It just shows what kind of character you have, because I could dig into you and paint a different side of you that a lot of people don't know about when it comes to relationships. But I'm not going to do that because I'm not going to go after your family. We had some problems, but you're making it seem very one-sided. You're talking about years ago, after I dedicated years and years of my life and made everyone but her the focus of my life, to where it did boil over to us having relationship problems. But it wasn't one-sided. I did some things too. You're not telling people that. I did some things too. We came together, we took the appropriate steps, and we made everything right. And now we've been together 14 years. So on to the next topic. So anyway, he wanted to get back in good graces with Chelsea. And for whatever fucking reason, at age 50, walking around looking like Blastoise, he made this emo punk rock love song, and it was all about his wife, Chelsea, and at the end, it sounds so fucking cringe. At the end, he goes, I love you, Chelsea. I love you, Chelsea. Ugh, gross. There's really no reason for you to know that, besides the fact that it's just fucking hilarious. Chelsea. If y'all happen to run across Chad Offbeat's Instagram randomly, just stop in there and put a fist emoji and put Chelsea. He'll appreciate it, probably. Well, Mr. Chelsea. Look at that. This motherfucker's been in trouble for fraud and stolen property across state lines. I don't give a fuck about stolen property shit, but the fucking fraud shit, you can't be nobody's fucking... No wonder you've never seemed like a manager. You ain't no fucking manager. Fraud with banks and checks? Yeah, nah. Don't hire this motherfucker as a manager.
One bounce check at a video rental place.
Oh, no.
So let's talk about the arrest record and all my personal stuff that you threw on the line for the world to see. Yeah, it's true. Not denying it one bit. In my early 20s, I made some really bad decisions, and I've paid for them for decades. You personally knew that I was going through the process to be pardoned and have that shit expunged and get off my record, because I've had to work twice as hard as a normal person over the years to prove myself. I had to carve out my own path. And when it comes to people that I've worked with, you're like bottom tier, dog. You're literally like bottom tier to some of the people I currently work with and will continue to work with. So you try to take something from the past, shape it with your narrative, and throw it out there. I mean, would I have all the recommendations for the pardon and parole board from an ex-DEA agent, from an ex-Memphis police officer, from all these individuals talking about my character and who I am today as a person, if I wasn't living the right way? You made this happen. Now you can only blame yourself. In this documentary, I'm not trying to call out anybody else that was involved in our team or our camp or other people. I am calling out you specifically, and you only. I'm a different person now. You know, don't base your opinion on me as something that happened decades ago. Base your opinion on me on who I am today as a man.
Anyways, my work here's done. Keep your eye on Chad. To my top sleuthers, watch him. Gregory Chadwick Shepherd.
Hell yeah, brother. I'm Chad Shepard. And before we start this documentary series, we're going to show you the very last interview I've done with Ryan Upchurch, because it's absolutely dog shit bonkers. Ryan asked me to fly a video guy up for the second time in a couple months. We didn't get shit accomplished. He sent us on a wild goose chase for a metal detector and some magnets. But we did film this interview. Check it out. Let me know what you think.
He sent him out to buy a metal detector and some magnets. The following viewpoints of this dummy in no way reflect the views of anyone involved in this project. This is the last day I saw Ryan a few days before quitting. He then went to the internet and shared my phone number, had people come to my house, made false reports to local authorities about me, had his fans attack my wife and other typical wild behavior. Unfortunately for him, I saw this coming months prior and took precautions to protect myself, my family, and protect my family and myself. At the start of this video, he left to go shower and came back a little more amped up. As the interview went on, it became more obvious to us in the room, but I will let you form your own opinion. By the way, he never paid this videographer, so I did, and I own the rights to this content. Sit back, relax, and put your 10 hats on. This is, for entertainment purposes only, Decent Person, Episode 1.
Went and had Riverview Day. Went to a storage unit place to try to find out where this storage unit is that I got.
Prior to reporting me to the authorities, storage unit he's got, but I thought he didn't even know about it.
Trying to find a nigga in a white box truck, apparently. Tubbs keeps calling me. I ain't talked to him in 5 fucking years. I don't want to talk to him, fucking dirty bastard. You got these people who are like, oh no, it's suspicious, he must have psychosis. Yeah, okay. Well, I mean, if you want to keep saying that, go ahead, but you're just making yourself look way more fucking goddamn guilty. That's all I gotta say about that. It ain't nothing for me to show up somewhere and ask some questions and fucking record the phone call. And that's what I've been doing for fucking months and months. And it just seems like someone done something fucking illegal. I got a letter in the mail, and it was like someone's trying to frame you with a bunch of debit cards and shit, right? I turned that into Chief Sheriff's Department. Well, when nothing ever came of it, I fucking called and asked the lady at the front desk, or FaceTimed her and filmed it. I was like, yo, whatever happened with that evidence I turned in? And she's like, well, I don't know what they did with it. I don't know if they got it, if it disappeared. I'm not sure. So I was like, oh, really? Okay. So I called another cop to come to my house, and on his body cam footage has a case number. I just showed him the video in the body cam footage. So now they can't say it don't exist. So that's a problem for whoever got rid of that evidence, because the evidence said that I was being framed, right? Okay.
In my opinion, you're so worried about being framed. Could it be guilt from framing countless others?
Well, now, ever since then...
It never said he was being framed. Like, worst case scenario, he got new debit cards issued from his bank after his manager left and changed the accounts, like to where he wasn't on it anymore.
It sounds like it's so much, but it's really not. It's just being string out really long. And the longer they string this out and fucking don't find nobody, the more aggravated motherfuckers are gonna get. And the more serious of a situation this is gonna fucking be. Because it involves identity fraud, theft, stealing fucking money from me, and all this bullshit. And there is no denying it. Every piece of fucking evidence that I've ever had, 10 other niggas got it. So they steal all my shit. Well, it doesn't matter. It's still 9 other places that you don't know where it's at. So good fucking luck with that. I have so much evidence of other people doing this and nothing being done. It's starting to make other people, like, in the town look a certain way or like they're just looking the other way. And it's even making it look like some authority, like people in authority and stuff are in on it. And I don't know if that's the point of the people who's doing it or if they're innocent. I don't fucking know. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck. It ain't got nothing to do with me. Do I have to keep up with this to make sure I don't get framed like the evidence that I turned in that fucking magically fucking disappeared apparently? Well, yeah, but but I can do that. And the longer I sit here and I'm like, Jinkies, look what I found. And everybody's like, oh my God. Like, that's going to keep fucking happening until this shit gets resolved. Because if I got to spend the rest of my life and watch my back, well, I'll do that. I have enough money to do that. I got enough properties. I have the smarts to...
So apparently he doesn't have hardly any money. Like, payments are getting missed. They're not getting paid. He didn't have the money to pay Chad what he was supposed to be paying him.
Sell the properties I do have to save my money to pay my little fucking light bill and water bill to sit here the next 15 fucking years and just keep pointing out all the goddamn errors. And I will. Period. Let's start over because I got to pinpoint some of this shit. Ask me stuff, Chad. Ask me stuff. Is you recording?
Yeah.
What's going on in my life right now? I'm trying to go back to making fucking music and releasing albums and going on tour. I can't because most of the motherfuckers that were around me, it appears they've done something sketchy and are trying to cover their ass, like Deerdorf and Billy, and just a big ring of people. And it involves like Adam, and everybody's like, oh, is it everyone in your life? Everyone who's not a fucking millionaire that wants to be a millionaire? Yes, it is a part of them. Why did Adam Calhoun get mad that I didn't go on tour? Does that make sense to you guys? No, I fucking hate Adam. Adam's not on tour with me, and my tour has nothing to do with him. Why is he worried about it? I don't know, but it is weird, right? Yeah, it is. Why is he coming to my house asking me if I'm a fucking cop? Like, what the fuck? Are you a cop? What the fuck are you asking me I'm a cop for? Adam Calhoun from fucking Illinois? What the fuck? Aren't you a fucking music artist? What are you doing in my house? I think they're a bunch of fucking drug dealers or doing something. And I think they're getting all these little artists that they know to go on tour and get their own tour bus. And I think they're going on tour too. But I think they need people to put all their fucking drugs or whatever on these buses so they can move drugs across the country. That's what I think they're doing. Everywhere I go, you got all these cops that give me these like patches, and like the cops love me, and the waitress at Waffle House knows me, and you have a way better chance of like doing this kind of operation if people know you and feel sometimes like, oh man, are we really gonna search this guy's bus?
God, he's getting tubby, ain't he?
I don't know. Everyone loves him. Fuck that. Search his fucking bus. Fuck that guy. He's probably a cunt asshole anyway, who only asks for blue M&Ms and bitches about fucking shit that ain't even fucking real problems. Fuck him. Search his whole goddamn bus. Get them out, zip tie them motherfuckers, throw them out in the fucking cold, and rip their whole goddamn tour bus apart. Because when you do, you're gonna find that some of these motherfuckers are packing their shit with fucking drugs and running across the country being like, dude, I'm just a fucking singer. No.
I'm so glad Chad finally did this. Like, there's been so many people that have alluded to it or said something or just left mysteriously. I'm glad somebody finally put it out.
You're not. Half y'all motherfuckers don't sell records. You go on tour even when nobody gives a fuck if you're going on tour. Nobody gives a fuck. When's the last time you heard somebody bumping a goddamn Adam Calhoun song with the windows down? Never. Nobody gives a fuck about Adam Calhoun. Nobody gives a fuck about Demon Jones. These motherfuckers don't get played like that. They have to act like they fucking do, or they gotta go on tour with people who can pull crowds. People who folks give a fuck if they come sing songs, or give a fuck if they cancel their tour, right? So watch this. Why does Adam Calhoun get all worried when I quit tour? Adam's not on tour with me. I fucking hate Adam Calhoun. He sucks at fucking music. And everyone knows that I would never go on a tour with Adam Calhoun, which is why I've never gone on a tour with Adam Calhoun. Was Adam gonna fucking have
Let's tour with Adam Calhoun.
his buddies pack my fucking tour bus full of goddamn drugs to run across the country? He probably was, which is why he's mad that I'm not on tour. Next time y'all pull over Adam Calhoun, search his fucking tour bus. Anybody that's with him, pull him over, zip tie him, throw him out in the fucking cold, be like, fuck you, nobody likes your music, and search their tour bus and watch what you find. Because you going to shows don't make enough to pay for the fucking tour bus, bitch. Demon Jones, what you been doing, nigga? Oh, it's just me, little old Demon Jones. I don't bother nobody. It's just little old Demon Jones. Motherfucker, people ain't listened to you since Mud Digger 3. Shut your ass up. Oh, I'm just a long, long boat of sinner. Oh yeah, I cheated on my wife. Your wife is a fucking escort, dude. Her job is fucking other people. Her job is fucking other people. So this whole fucking story of, I feel so bad for making a cheat on my wife. Oh man, I'm a bad boy. Your wife fucks other people for a job. I mean, come on. It's retarded. The story is like retarded. This is fun.
On the next episode of Decent Person, my time with Ryan Upchurch. So I'm having to put up new security cameras because for the last couple of days I've been baiting someone with the mailbox. Today, here and saw a car pull up. I literally ran out with no shirt on and they were already gone. So I'm going to catch them red-handed. Here's what I surmise. Why are they looking at my mail? Several weeks ago, me and Ryan got in.
28 months. What a long, strange trip it's been.
Oh shit,
Not
4
Ryan
years.
Strange.
Not Ryan Strange. Thank you very much for the resubscription. I appreciate it.
He rewarded me and bought me a new motorcycle. What he does is give you something, he'll be the lien holder on it so he can take the shit back. So he knows the title's coming in, and I'm going to catch him in 2K. He kept denying the drug use,
So he did, wait. He did catch somebody. Hold on. So somebody keeps checking his mail. Ryan gave him a motorcycle. And Ryan often does this. Ryan gives shit and then tries to take it back. Somebody did show up at his mailbox. Or I guess at his end of his driveway. But Ryan didn't put a lien on this, but he'll try to get the title and put a lien on it or something stupid. He's still trying to kick Deerdorf, his childhood friend, out of his home.
He kept denying the drug use, kept denying the drug use. One day we're in the studio and he just brings it out in front of everybody. Basically told me, the cops knew.
Have you supplied Ryan with heroin, meth,
The cops know.
or cocaine, or any other drug?
No.
Did you really have a TDI agent come to your house last year concerning Ryan?
Yes.
I pulled up to the cops. I said, hey, I was like, I know somebody's following me around. They're like, yeah. They're like, who's that guy? I was like, I don't know. I was like, will you get a tag? They're like, yeah, we're on it. Jesus fucking Christ. I had the cops to my house yesterday. Fucking rigging up my house with this thing called spyware.
So the only reason I could think that TBI would be looking into Ryan would be either gigantic purchases of drugs, or he was hanging out with that weirdo cop that got fired down in Nashville. That was his intel guy for a long time, and that guy's being investigated by the TBI.
I don't know when to start shutting my mouth. I don't know how to have a lifelong friend. I don't know, I don't know, I don't know. I don't know, I don't know, I don't know, baby. I don't know, I don't know, I don't know, baby. I don't know, I don't know, I don't know, baby.
Did he find this at his house? Because that just looks like tobacco pouches. The music's good. So there you go.
Hey, what's going on? I'm that fat guy with tattoos all over. And I'm posed by a four-wheeler holding a goat. That must make me a motherfucking country boy. Well, I'm about to do something Ryan never does. I'm going to give everyone credit that helped me work on this project. So roll them credits.
Damn. I don't know when the next one's coming out. I don't even know if he said when the next one's coming out. He's still working. His wife works. Him and his wife edit it. They're making custom music for it. So I have no idea. Let's see. Have they put anything in post? Thoughts on the first episode? First episode drops this coming Tuesday. That's him on a lie detector. Yeah, I guess that's it. I guess now we know. I can't wait. So when he confronted Ryan and said, I know where the drugs are coming from at some point. And then Ryan just did drugs in front of him at some point and said, oh, the cops know. Everybody knows. I just do this. I'm sure he used the same excuse. I just do this when I'm in the studio. Because he said something interesting. He said, Ryan brought them into the studio and just did them in front of us. Well, Ryan has said before that he only does drugs in the studio to get stuff done quicker and so he can stay awake and so he can write music and blah, blah, blah. Just Adderall. That's what he's admitted to before, that he gets a prescription, but he only uses it in the studio or long studio sessions or something like that. Something to that, to amount to that.
All right, so about the Empire Records thing, just trying to clear it up. So initially the conversation was recorded knowingly by the rep that came out there. I'm not going to try to name anybody or anything like that. I met with them on Ryan's back porch as he was in his little control room watching through surveillance, talking to this guy, and it was on his behalf. But I wasn't the one that brought them there. There was another artist that had been talking to Ryan about bringing them there. But once again, I'm only naming Ryan. I'm not trying to throw anybody else's business out there. So that's the truth. So no, I don't have a way to prove to you. I mean, it's literally you taking me at my word. But yes, there was an Empire Records meeting. Yes, I was the one there during that meeting, and I was a complete professional. I had his best interest at mind. There was no deals made with them. They weren't there to do anything crazy or nefarious. You know, they were there. Literally, it was a conversation about how can we help each other and kind of get all the.
You can tell the fact that he like barricades himself in a safe room and watches all the footage of everybody in his house is weird, right? Why don't you just go talk to him, Ryan?
Details about how that would look for Ryan, and I was asked to by Ryan on his behalf, but it was actually another artist that had paired everything up. So that's the truth. All right, so about the Empire Records thing, just trying to clear it up. So
I forgot to check shorts. Hold on.
Does that make sense to you guys? Are you a cop? I think they're a bunch of.
All right, so about the Empire Records thing.
Does that make sense to you?
God damn it. I hate when it gets stuck like this. Hold on.
So they can move drugs across the country. That's what they're doing. Or just bus. That guy. He's probably anyway. Does that make sense to you guys? Are you a cop? I think they're a bunch of drug dealers or doing something. And I think they're getting all these little artists that they know.
God, he's so fucking tweaked out,
so
dude.
they can move drugs across the country. That's what.
What's going on? It's Chad with the Punk Rock Flea Market. We are here today only, at the Crossing at Big Creek, Cottonwood, Alabama. We have live music. We have celebrity guests. We've got Amy Slayton from Thousand Pound Sister, Cheryl McCollum, who is a current CSI in Atlanta.
All right, anyways. There you go. That's what's going on with the Ryan Upchurch stuff. Let's get to this. I told you I covered this local pedophile drama stuff. So let me get there, first of all. Let me give you the backstory because I'm not going to go through the whole backstory. What happened was, hold on. What happened was a local couple and their kids. It's like a blended family, right? Like, I think he's got some kids, she's got some kids. They got together. I don't know if they've had kids together or not, okay? They had a fire in their house, well, in their garage. By the way, there was a fire today that destroyed a bunch of apartments. Maybe fucking arson running around. Anyways, they had a fire in their garage. They claimed that, they said that, different kids' toys and some equipment, some tools and shit were burned up. And they showed videos. The garage was kind of burned up. And they said that it didn't affect their house except in one way. That, I guess it was an electrical fire, or maybe it went through the conduit or something, that somehow it had fucked up their power to their main house and fucked up their box, right? Where their power comes in, their breaker box. And they were going to have to replace that, and maybe the meter box, I guess, a meter base. And that, anyways, they were raising like $7,000 on GoFundMe. Okay, so that happened. Someone shared that in a local Facebook group called the Irwin Watchdog. I live in Irwin. This is the Irwin Watchdog. When they shared that, somebody made a passing comment about the guy being a pedophile, and I had known not how bad his crimes were, but as when I was younger, not a kid. When I was younger, I had known this. In fact, people called him. He went by Huck or Huckleberry sometimes, even though his last name's Honeycutt. People called him Huckleberry Baby fucking Honeycutt. And because they called him that because they knew he's a convicted pedo, and his fucking rap sheets, like online, you can just check like on one of those pedophile websites or whatever. Okay. So people called him that. I had seen him when I lived at the old house before I even moved to the campground. He was at my neighbor's house one time, and I had a buddy over, and my buddy's like, "Oh, there's fucking Huckleberry." And we were joking about Huckleberry Baby fucking Honeycutt. And I even said on the show one time, how silly is it to, that have a name like Huckleberry and you're a fucking pedophile? Like that's kind of fucking weird. Anyways, I didn't know how bad his crimes were. All I knew is that he had been convicted with a minor. I couldn't tell you if it was a fucking newborn or a 16-year-old. I had no idea, right? Couldn't tell you if it was one time or 100 times. I had no idea. But in this post that was shared, someone shared something about him being a pedophile, or convicted against crimes against children. Well, that stirred up some other people. And there's this guy that posted on there. It's all taken down now, so I have to do this all off screenshots, and they might be out of order. But there was a guy on there named Derek Williamson in the Irwin Watchdog. So like two days after this GoFundMe's posted, he posted this. Derek Williamson in the Irwin Watchdog says, "I have a question for Bobby Rutherford and Frank Rogers." That's the two guys that are running for sheriff in our county. It says, "Who is in charge of keeping up with the sex offenders who have access to children? I thought sex offenders could not be around children, let alone live in the same house with them." Now, as far as I know, like the one thing I would have done is probably blurred the face of these kids. Like, it's small, you can't see it on my screen, but these kids' faces are not blurred. The one thing I would have done is probably blacked out the kids' faces. She's an adult. Who gives a fuck? Like the woman who married him. He's an adult, and he's the one we're talking about. So he shares this, and it's got the crimes here. Not only is it like 6 different incidents, it's in 2 separate states, Florida and in Tennessee. So we have February 1st of 2006, lewd lascivious battery of a victim 12 to 15. February 1st, 2006, sexual battery by an adult of a victim under 12. 12/21, 2005, sexual battery by a juvenile victim under 12. Then all the way back to, is that 2000? 12/24, 2000, lewd lascivious behavior under 16. And there was more to this screenshot. There was like Florida part of it, blah, blah, blah. Okay? Now, his name is Christopher Ray Honeycutt, And there's all his aliases: Honeycutt, Christopher Ray, Honeycutt, Christopher Ray, Honeycutt, Christopher W. Nay, Honeycutt spelled differently, Christopher W. Honeycutt, Christopher W. Honeycutt, Christopher Ray, all these things. Status active, and he still has, like, I can look this up right now. Hold on. The problem was that in my town, people will tell you that they're there to protect kids and they're against pedophiles, they're against this, they're against that, unless they're friends with them, or unless they know their family, or unless they used to hang out with them, or unless they met him somewhere, or unless, you know, and then they're like, then it's all fucking different, right? Then it's like, oh, it was a long time ago. Oh, one person said monsters can change. Like, what the fuck is wrong with you? But that was what was going on. Okay. So that's what we're going to be reading through. A lot of people were coming to the defense. Give me just a second. All right. Yeah, I can pull this up, the Tennessee version of it. And there's part of it in Florida too. But here it is. So we have February 1st, 2006, February 1st, 2006, December 21st, 2005, December 24th, the day before Christmas of 2000. It's got addresses, blah, blah, blah. There's been failure to appear, violation of probation, violation of sex offender, ×3, driving while license suspended, violation of sex offender registry, violation of sex offender registry, driving on revoked, license, violation of sex offender registry, child neglect, driving on suspended license, and all the information about it. Okay, so it's still up. That's it. Okay. So this was posted, and some people were like, fuck them, right? Fuck that guy. Other people were like, hey, you shouldn't put the kids, but fuck that guy. And then there was a lot of very weird defense. Okay. So here's people saying, I'm ready. That was Mariah with her popcorn. Let's hear another TCA code while you portray yourself as law enforcement. I don't know who this guy is. Stuart Mosher. Oh, and one thing I will say is if you're a convicted pedophile, apparently, and your crimes weren't against them, you can be around your own kids, apparently. I don't know. That's what people were saying in these comments. Like, if they're his kids, he's allowed to be around them as long as one of them wasn't his victim, blah, 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 whatever. I don't know. So Mariah posts, as a mother to a children close to age of this man's victims, I appreciate this post. I show the image to my children because they deserve to know, not only to avoid this man at all costs, but to speak up and protect other children. The amount of people defending a convicted pedophile is concerning. Some of y'all need your browser history checked ASAP. No parent should be defending this shit. I'm not surprised, though, considering this county elected a pedophile to lead this nation, and most of his supporters deny all the evidence and excuses criminal behavior. Anyone in here defending this, just know I'm looking at you sideways. I'm going to make sure you keep a great distance from me and my family. Oh, and let me just add, my father also liked young girls, including his own daughters. Although I've cut all ties with the man 14 years ago when my first child was born, his acts haven't been forgiven by me, nor have they left me. So, yeah, I don't give a fuck how long this man has been since he sexually assaulted a child, because that child will carry that with them forever. So this says, do not be posting minors on Facebook. This is an invasion of their privacy. I know this family personally, and instead of dogging the whole family and the wife, how about we lift them up in prayer? The Bible says to love thy neighbor. Now, this is the same people that'd be like fucking wood chipper, pedophile, Biden's a fucking pedophile. You know, all these are the same people, okay? Just so you know. Like, this is a deeply, deeply, deeply red place where it's protect the kids at all costs, but whatever. Last I checked, Jesus died for all of us and our sins. People do, in fact, change, and those charges were lies that never happened. He was the wrong place, wrong time, and it got pinned on him. If you've ever met them, they are the type of people to give you the shirt off their back. How can you be in the wrong place and wrong time? Wrong place, wrong time. 6 fucking times. Over 8 goddamn years. All those kids just make up lies about me. Anyways. If you ever met them, they're the type of people to give you the shirt off. Again, that's just because she's friends with them, right? So she's got to defend them. Even though if it was anybody else that she didn't have close personal connection with, it'd be fuck those people, right? These people are horrible. Probably a Democrat. Probably voted for Kamala. Stupid shit like that, right? Give you the shirt off their backs or the last food off of the last plate of food so you wouldn't go without. So before you judge a person, check the skeletons within your own closet and love thy neighbor. Mariah says, if your God and prayers protected children from abuse, then there would be no child abuse. As a former child who laid in bed every night and prayed to whatever higher power to protect me and in my suffering in the hands of my own father, guess who protected me and my sisters? Not a damn soul, living or imaginary. I had to protect myself and my younger sisters, which meant I took the bigger brunt of abuse. And guess what? My grandparents lived right across the driveway, knew what was happening. Many adults, even law enforcement, knew what was happening, and we still weren't protected. So I'm sorry, but fuck all that. I'm not going to defend nor make any excuses for a grown-ass adult who chooses to harm children anyway. If you believe in the Bible, your God would have likely given this pedophile a harsher punishment than the justice system. So, and then of course there's someone saying, yes, I agree. Not to Mariah, but yes, I agree to the let's lift them up in prayer. So this woman, Monica, made a post saying, I can't believe how quick you guys are to judge people. You should be worried about 13-year-olds experimenting with each other and having sex, not about this that happened 20 years ago. So someone named Adam said, stick your neck out for pedophiles if you want to. We don't do that here. Their past most certainly 1,000% defines them on that. Monica says, I'm not sticking my neck out for anyone. I'm merely stating facts. And where in my post does it even say anything about pedophiles? So he screenshots from the post above and it says, the newest charge was 20 fucking years ago. Where y'all think it's good to be posting things like this? And then it cuts off there. But we got it. Don't worry. While y'all think it's good to be posting things like this, some people have paid for their crimes and regret them wholeheartedly and have moved on with life bettering themselves. So you should be worried about immediate threats, not a man who's trying to have a family and live his fucking life. Excuse me? She's like, where did I say anything about pedophiles? Well, in the post right above that we can all fucking read, where you were defending a goddamn pedophile and saying that he was just moved on and he served his time. He's paid for it. He's moved on. He's trying to live his life. And Monica says, is that my post? Yes, bitch. It's got your name on it. Monica Willis. Is that the post you're on right now? No, it's not. No, that was the same post that was going on simultaneously, you dumb bitch. But I didn't defend pedophiles in this post. I put crazy work and tagged her in it. Mariah says she's one of his biggest supporters of multiple posts. Someone needs to check her search engine. She says, you're blind and retarded. Get off my post with that dumbass shit. Mariah says, blind and retarded for reading the words you posted many, many times in a public forum. Someone doesn't understand how social media works. Not that I expected you to, since your beliefs have already been proven to vastly lack any sense of knowledge or sense. But yeah, sure, blind and retarded. And you claim to have been involved with children for over 20 years. We're going to find out. She first claims she's got children. Then she says, I've never had children. Other people just trust me with their children. Based on your own comments, I believe the public also deserves to know in what capacity you are associated with children. Your employer or parents of the children you're around deserve to know you would fail to protect those children. The internet is forever, and no one is truly anonymous online, nor are they safe for the consequences of their actions, which include heavily defending a 6-time convicted pedophile. I've exposed worse people for much less. Not one person cares. This is it. This is a negative response to Monica. Not one person cares. We protect our children around here, girl. Monica says, clearly you don't if your children are out here using drugs and having sex with each other. Then does this. So she's defending a pedophile, but she's mad that some kids do drugs and some kids have premarital sex. Why are you trying to flip one bad situation to a different situation? I don't have a teenager, but teens have sex. And if you know of kids doing drugs, why are you not reporting it? So you're saying it's okay for unmarried teens to be having intercourse at 13? You're disgusting. First of all, you're the only person that brought up 13. Also, did I say I wasn't doing anything about it? Like I said before, get your facts straight. So she defends pedophiles, but she's very upset if children have premarital sex. Did I say it was okay? I'm trying to find where I said that. Oh, that's right. I didn't. But it happens. Look how many young people get pregnant. I mean, it's common sense. It's not okay, but it's something that happens. Just like people defending a child predator that per Florida state should not be around kids. Please, you're disgusting. If you keep an eye on your children, they don't. Just like if you keep an eye on your children and take care of them correctly, they aren't exposed to predators. What's that? Victim blaming. That's what that is. That's what that is. It's your kid could never meet a predator at fucking school or at their job or at when they go to camp or what the fuck ever, right? At it playing a sport. If you kept better eyes on them, these men wouldn't be seduced by your little whores. That's what she's saying. They aren't exposed to predators, period. Saying that you don't know the actual circumstances, meaning were you there? Do you know them personally or what happened or occurred? No, you don't, because I know numerous cases of false accusations made against men who weren't actually doing anything. So now it could be that he's innocent because you weren't there. It's not like we can trust 2 different states on 6 different occasions for 8 fucking years to convict pedophiles. If we weren't there, then it may not have happened. That's all we can say. May not have happened, Fuck. How would we know? How would we possibly know? Not like we have a system where people go to court and then they're found innocent or guilty and then they have to deal with the punishment from that court. That no one can tell, honestly. Oh, so you victim blame. Girl, I've not got one more thing to say to someone like you. Mariah says, don't threaten me with a good time. Please point out where I said at any time I support a 13-year-old raping a 12-year-old. I say rape because that's what it is. And that's what your friend did to children. Go ahead, I'll wait. Saying that children are going to experiment is making an excuse for that behavior in itself. Are you a virgin? I'm assuming yes. Most teenagers lose their virginity to other teenagers. And that's been... Oh, fuck. We're going back in. So close 1, then go down. That's been happening since the dawn of man. You are dumber than you appear, which is shockingly dumb as it is. If you can create parallels to 2 consenting teenagers having sex, to the crime of a grown-ass man raping a child who isn't able to consent if they wanted to, it's actually terrifying that you were able to make the 2 relatable when they couldn't be any different in the eyes of law and people with sense of morals. You apparently possess neither. Keep moving that goalpost until it's right on top of the grave you continue to bury yourself in. I cannot wait to share your twisted thought process with the internet. That's what I'm doing. Next. So in the original post, Monica said, you all out here hiding behind a keyboard, and she said this to me too. Y'all out here hiding behind a keyboard, bet you wouldn't say that in public. And then I said something in the comments. I don't know if Mariah screenshot it or not. It actually got taken down pretty quick. I said something in the comments about him fucking kids, and Monica said, wait till you see this guy out in public. You never know when he's gonna pop up. And I said, I damn sure know it wouldn't be within 500 feet of a fucking school. Can guarantee that. And then it deleted. Then she said something else, and I said, how about you and your pedo friends practice suck-starting pistols? Then it got deleted. At some point in the suck-starting pistols saga, the branch got deleted. But she was telling people to mind their own business, not being behind a keyboard. And someone said, and here you are behind a keyboard and not minding your own business. Like, girl, shut the fuck up. Monica says, like, girl, come by. Let's chat. Mariah says, this big bitch wants to fight all of us at the same time. Careful now. We have ourselves a real badass in the comments. Who said anything about fighting, honey? Aw, so I'm a big bitch because I literally said the exact same thing to a man saying I'm behind my keyboard. You have made multiple comments, including to myself 3 minutes ago, telling people to pull up, get the fuck out of here. And I haven't just called you a big bitch. I've also called you ignorant, a pedo sympathizer, uneducated, small-minded, senseless, a possible pedo yourself, given you admittedly surround yourself with children whilst openly defending pedophilia. I've also called you worse things in the comfort of my home whilst judging you publicly. She tags me, this dumb bitch that I'm going to put on the show. Mariah Bird, saying you'd like to check my search history. Clearly you have no knowledge of me or who I am. I'm not the defending a pedophile. I'm not the defending a pedophile. It's the fact that when presented with bullshit from a fake account because a sorry piece of shit wants to hide behind a fake account and not come straight out and saying something to someone, blasting a person for something that's been public knowledge the entire time just to hurt someone's family is crazy. Coming at me saying that I have no wisdom, but yet I'm a multiple-time survivor of sexual abuse and protector of all children, and saying that my search history needs to be looked at. No, honey, you're small-brained. That one's out of order. I can't. That's part of Mariah's quote. I love how there's a bunch of people on here talking shit about a man that would probably not only beat your ass if you said this to his face, but a man that got falsely accused of this. Falsely accused. Y'all need to mind your own fucking business. This man is not a child predator. If anything, he is the best stepdad them kids can ever ask for, and a good uncle on top of that, I bet. Uncle Bad Touch, maybe. Sick motherfuckers. Oh, that's old Uncle Bad Touch. Go let him show you his secret handshake. Falsely confused and convicted 4 separate times across 6 years. Fuck out of here. Falsely accused that many times? Nah, not a chance. And I promise you, I'd have zero problem saying anything to this man. What he did makes him a disgusting person. Falsely accused, according to whom? Him? 4 separate convictions on being falsely accused? Four separate convictions and being on the registry doesn't sound like falsely accused to me. How did you get falsely accused and charged 4 different times? I don't know. I'd probably take myself out if my luck was really that bad. Also, I highly doubt he would do anything to anyone commenting, considering we aren't 12-year-old children. That's a good point. That's a good point, right? If I was a fucking under 12 years old, I'd be afraid he'd show up and fuck me. Falsely accused, you're fucking disgusting taking up for someone who assaulted a child/children. He was found guilty. That's why he's on the registry. If you trust your kids around him, that's a telltale sign you aren't keeping them safe, because who would trust their kids around a pedophile? You're just as disgusting as he is. Wow, are you for real? No one gets falsely accused that many times without something going. Dude, I swear to God, I would fucking kill myself. If I got falsely accused 6 times in 2 like I got falsely accused twice in Florida, moved across the fucking country and got falsely accused 4 more times, the fuck out of here, dude. I wish a motherfucker would put hands on me. He won't, cause I'm not young enough, right? He beat kids too, or just sexually abused them. Y'all motherfucking is weird. Y'all motherfuckers is weird, I guess. Falsely accused and convicted in 2 states. Get that fuck out of here. Pedo sympathizer is just as bad as actual pedo, making sure my children stay away from him and you. And I would and will absolutely call him a pedophile to his face. I have had no problem calling out the current president for the same crimes. But I believe you believe Trump is innocent as well, huh? Derek Williamson, you really need to take the pick of those children down. I don't know, but maybe posting his entire family on the internet isn't the way to do it. Again, I probably would have blurred the kid's face, but still. I don't know why people are defending this nasty ass shit. Nasty ass. Especially these women with kids. Y'all support pedos and you let your kids around them? Yikes. Says more about the parent. Again, that's such and such's cousin's fucking neighbor, and I know him, and he let me borrow an apple one time, and it's just because they know him. If this was anybody else, if they didn't have a personal connection to him, and it popped up on this same exact fucking page, they'd be like, you know what we should do to pedophiles? How about we fucking stone them to death? There's only one treatment for pedophilia, is fire up the wood chipper. The same fucking people. Says more about parenting than it does about Derek's character for making the public aware. It's public knowledge, anyways. Doesn't need to be blasted all over Facebook. Well, that's how people learn. Not everybody goes to the pedophile fucking list, okay? Forget about him for a moment. Let's talk about these kids that do have Facebook and see this, then their friends see it. Stop. Their friends should know, bro. I'm sorry for the kids. That kind of sucks. Like, maybe he should do the world a favor and fucking leave it. Their friends, more than anybody, should fucking know. Am I crazy? Those are the most likely people to be victims. Like, oh, we're going over to such and such's house. Their dad's a fucking pedophile. No, we're not. Not going to their house. You can be friends with them. They can come here. We can see them at school and at ball field. You're not going to their fucking house. Isn't that the beauty of public info, Kelly? Derek did nothing wrong. Indeed, I feel sick that his poor children have a pedophile for a father. That's rather unfortunate, huh? Seems odd you forgot to mention the child he assaulted, though, in the poor children ideology you seem to support. You seem to sport in this. In this comment. Funny how that works. Cheyenne Renee, he is a shit stirrer. No one cares. He could be the guy who posted it could be the worst motherfucker in the world. It's still true. Who, Derek, for posting a pedophile? You can get off of here, and him alone, he already paid for it and haven't done anything wrong. Now stop starting stuff on here. This is Irwin, and we take care of our country, or I'm sorry, of our county and people who lives here. Not the kids. They've forgotten about the kids. He already paid for it and haven't done anything wrong. Now stop starting stuff on here. This is Irwin, and we take care of our county and people who lives here. So stop. Kids pay for their parents' shit all the time. Pedophilia is the one thing it should carry over because it's mostly the people with money and power. Pretty fucking sick. It starts in the White House. It comes all the way down to local. And this is why no one did anything about the Epstein list. Everyone is closer to being a pedo than not. Do y'all defend Keith Irvin too? Does Keith Irvin continue to get to prove he's just nasty fuck close to kids? Oh, so think about his kids, but not the kids he did stuff to. Be on the registry in the first place. Got it. Y'all are just as sick as he is for taking up for him. Maybe they should check your phone and computer as well. Dead pedophiles can't reoffend. Death penalty is the best choice for anyone who harms a child. Dogs get put down every day, and the child's friends need to see this. So do the parents to keep their children away from this disgusting slob. Sorry, my throat was hurting. Or what? What are you going to do? Laugh out loud? You're a sick-ass weirdo on the internet defending a pedophile. You ever heard of the old saying, John? You are who you hang with. Is that the case here? I didn't even see your comment when I posted almost exactly the same thing. Yes, ma'am, exactly. People needs to, this is John's. People needs to stop and mind their own business B, it's not that person, it's hurting themselves and going cause problems for themselves. In all caps, he didn't pay for his crimes. It's the law that he can't be around kids, but keep defending him, babes. Have the day you deserve. He served his time. He follows the rules and laws. He can be around his kids and his wives. And this post alone is another way he is paying for the crime, but leave his kids out of it. They didn't do anything wrong. Apparently, it does need to be made known because some fool of a mother is letting this sick freak have access to her daughters that look the same age as his victims. Child predators purposely seek out positions that leave them with children, often that of a step-parent, teacher, pastor, etc. If he hasn't yet, he is planning on hurting those girls, and it's sad y'all are willing to hand them to a monster just to not make drama. Our young girls deserve better than this. Stevie Hawkins, and if you and the poster was so concerned about... Oh, I was hoping that would go on. My bad. Way to tell us all you're also a pedophile, John. Erwin is nowhere to be talking about people. We take care of our own. Just be careful of saying anything about Erwin, people. I suggest you exercise caution in your statements. Accusations and personal attacks are not constructive in this discussion. John out here saying we take up for pedophiles as long as they're residents, residential pedophiles. It's not your decision or mine to tell kids any of this. Only the ones who know the kids and what they truly can understand. I am close to one of the kids, and I pray that none of this on this post affects them in any way. I don't know what to tell you, right? I understand it's not their fault. Also, all other kids around them should know. You can't go to his house, even if you don't want to say the word pedophile. You should never be at their house. You should never be alone with their dad. You can't visit. You can't hang out. You can't be in a room alone with him. He can't be on any school trips. He can't be at the fucking ball field. He can't pick up his fucking kids. He can't be on the school property. If that's the way you want to do it and leave the word pedophile out of it, there should be a goddamn red alert for this motherfucker. Oh, here it is. And if you and the poster are so concerned about the kids instead of being on Facebook, you would be calling the sheriff's department. They should see it. The kids, their friends, and since their own mother won't protect them from a pedophile, their friends' parents. Period. You'd sing a different tune if one of your children were assaulted. Why are you being a voice for a pedophile and not the kids who he did assault or the kids in his care that aren't safe? You are a vile human being. When is election night? I pray God protects these kids that are grown. I am being a voice for the kids in his family. And also, thank you, I'm a great human being. I don't burn people at the stake if it's not my business. I stay out of it like maybe you should. And as far as the victims, do your research, find them, talk to them, get their story, and then come back. I'm curious. You are actually on here taking up and making excuses for a child sex offender and pedophile like it's okay. You literally make it to where no one will want to relocate to Erwin. People of that community do not want people like that living next door or associating with their children. Dude, if you are literally taking up for him, you're just as sick in the head. Also, you said he paid his time. No, the hell he did not. He did whatever time your sick jurisdiction said he had to do. Is that the one I just clicked on? Yes. Those crimes last forever, especially with children it happened to. Crimes like this should be a life sentence. Child abuse and child sexual abuse should be everyone's business. Someone has to be the voice of the actual victims here. Don't pretend you care about children while your piece of shit ass is taking up for a pedophile. John, I mean, you only take up for a pedophile for one reason, right? Birds of a feather flock together. Not only do the kids deserve to know, but the friends of the kids and the friends... Oh, we already read that. So you're justifying harming more innocent gets for their father's sins or crimes? Which Walmart do you work at? so I may alert every loving, nurturing, and protective parent within a 100-mile radius that you support and defend pedophiles. The public deserves to know. By we take care of our own, you actually mean some of us defend, protect, and support pedophiles instead of their victims. Just making sure I'm understanding your own words correctly. I support and defend children who are innocent and go right ahead. I know who I am, and God knows my heart. Nowhere in your many comments are you actively supporting or defending the children, especially not the child victims of the man you're defending. If you think your God is okay with that, then your God is one I do not wish to support. See, it's that easy to denounce any support for pedophiles. If I can't even denounce a God who's okay with your thought process. There's the win is election night again. Fucking retards. What makes anyone on judge, jury, or executioner? I personally know him and her and the kids, and I promise you nothing goes on out of the way. Those without sin cast the first stone. No matter what, sin is sin, big, little, or small. He's off probation. No, he's not. He served his time, and they are married. But, Jesus committed no sin, and people wanted him executed. So now they're comparing the local pedophile to Jesus. They're comparing the local pedophile with 6-8 cases in 2 different states to Jesus currently. All I can say is he's a hard worker, and if anyone wants to tell me differently, well, you just need to think about your own actions and sins instead of worrying about what someone else has done. We all have sinned and fall short of the glory of God. Get a hobby. Apparently, according to Kent, your hobby can be fucking kids. That could be one of your hobbies. As long as you're a hard worker. Work up a sweat fucking those kids, apparently. Kent Crow. His sin was sexually assaulting children. Maybe you should be looked into as well. Kent Crow, someone check this man's browser history stat. Is he anyone to you, Derek Williamson? Sometimes I think you thrive on stirring the pot. I'm not saying I would want to uphold this man, but if he not hurting you, I'm sure there's more to the story. Let them try, get up, before you start knocking them down again. To hell with the kids, he's traumatized for life, right? If he's not hurting you, shut the fuck up. All of y'all sympathizing and taking up for him. Think the kids' lives he ruined. Feel the same way? One time, a mistake. Maybe after that, it's a habit or an addiction. Not even one time a mistake. Get the fuck out of here with that shit. Everyone on here arguing, if he did all that, he 100% deserves the wood chipper. But something I've learned in prison is get all the facts. I've seen 18-year-olds in prison for dating their 17-year-old girlfriend with a mad grandmother. I've seen 22-year-olds who slept with a 16-year-old who told them she was 19, and we're talking about 12-year-olds. None of this matters, you fucking retard. I've seen men plea so their kids wouldn't go through the court due to bad divorce, and I've seen 80% of them actually do it. It's all in his paperwork. If he did all that, he should never have gotten out, never had probation. All people who harm kids, women, and the elderly deserve a life sentence. Does anyone here actually know him or what happened or just what was on the internet? I'm not defending him, but if he did his time, he owes no one anything. People do change. Prayers for his family. Fucking lunatics, dude. I'm living in the goddamn upside down in Irwin, Tennessee. He's a repeat offender over the span of many years, and that's just when he's been caught. So I doubt he's changed. Pedos don't change. They just get better at not being caught. You think people can come back from molesting kids multiple times? Yeah, no. The fact that he's going against the law to be around children alone tells me he's planning it again. It's a classic predator strategy. If you read his comment and my comment, maybe it would make sense. He asked if it was his kids he caught the charges on, and I simply answered the question. Well, she didn't ask if the charges were from his kids. She asked if he SA'd his children. Did he SA his kids? I said no, they were not his kids. The charges are from 20 years ago. Are you dumb or dumb? Considering I'm not the one calling people names over a pedo, I think I'm good. And saying how many people on here are defending a convicted pedophile, I agree. I'm not defending or standing up for anyone, but why bring this up right now? Why not a month ago when other registered offenders were posted? Why right after they are hit with a very tough time and need support? The only people that hurt from this post are the kids and Ashley. At least show them some compassion, because these posts aren't even going to get anywhere. You want to set special hours on the calendar where people can talk about sex offenders? It feels like something we should be able to do whenever the fuck we feel like it. Pedos are lucky we don't force them to walk around with billboards over their heads. Say that again. Yes, sir, preach. No, by all means, I'll protect my kids along with any other children in my presence. What I'm saying is I don't understand why all this is brought up right after an accident happened. I'll still show my support for Ashley and her kids, because what you're not seeing in all this is there's children with no... It's her fault for marrying a pedophile. I don't know what to tell you. Sorry. What you're not seeing in all this is the children with no power and disrupted routines due to an accident. But sure, from these comments, let's forget the kids, right? That's not as important than their dad, right? Didn't she choose to marry this guy? Or did I force them together somehow? This post, in and of itself, is a violation of the state federal laws under child protection codes and statutes. These images of children present in this post violates those laws. I highly suggest the moderator and to anyone that has reposted this to remove it. Thank you. The fuck out of here. What's the statute specifically? Unless, by the way, this guy right here, okay? This guy right here that's posted this, Stuart Mosier, was a cop a couple counties over and lost his job for Snapchatting, sexting a minor, while he's in the comments saying, this is a violation of Tennessee statute. Unless there's yet another victim of this man portrayed in these images, shared on this post, 438-110 has no bearing. Same for the Victims' Bill of Rights. At worst, maybe a DMCA case. Even that's a stretch. It's not, though. It's a public picture posted to a public group. My God, if you can't read it, at least skim before making yourself look like an ass. A victim of a crime to be informed of the following proceedings, cancel, reschedule, bail hearings, blah, blah, blah. None of these kids are the alleged victim. Unless there's yet another victim, blah, blah, blah. That's the same thing. You can't dox underage victims like that on public forum. Once one has access to case law, it has and is adjudicated illegal. The subject matter and the images of the children, blah, blah, blah. Have you seen this? They can live with their children, don't understand, but they can. Leave him alone. Most sex offenders have stipulations while on parole and probation, but if their child wasn't their victim and are still married, they still live with the kids unless it's strictly told by a judge, no kids or certain kids. They may be doing nothing wrong. Don't know if his sentence is over or what stipulations was. I do believe all sex offenders have to live so far from a school, though. Have you seen this? Attacking other people. While you're laughing your ass off, you're also showing everyone how much you sympathize with a sexual predator. Let that sink in, and we'll know just exactly who to keep our children away from. Whoever Taylor McKinney is. Oh, they deleted the comment. But I'm pretty sure the sheriff can't follow these people 24/7 and know what's going on with them unless someone reports it. I mean, their job is more than following women and a sex crime, but it's a good thing you are bringing it to their attention. Maybe they can do something about it now. I've been saying that the kids should not be on this post. That picture with them should not be on this post. And yes, I said Facebook isn't a place. If you're really concerned for their safety, then call the sheriff's department and see, my God sees all sin equal, and his son died for all sins. Like I said, he knows my heart because I do not sit higher than anyone. If they are not bothering me, I leave it be. So in your words, if a pedophile isn't directly affecting you, then it's not your concern. Is that right? That's exactly what you're saying. Who's to say we can't do both? Alert the authorities and use social media to alert others of predators. Best believe I'm doing both, as well as exposing his offenders. I will agree that the children's faces should be redacted. However, statistically, which provides much greater evidence in the court of law than your religious beliefs, these same children are likely to have been victimized by him. So no, all sins are not equal in the eyes of the law and society. You cannot possibly equate a shoplifter to the same degree as a fucking pedophile. Yet somehow, some way, some of you people will do gymnastics around evidence and facts just to suit your own bias, as evident based on your many comments. She wasn't a fucking consenting teenager, first off. I don't agree with anyone being a pedophile. Just that taking shit to the extent of having to make a fake account to bash someone over something is inhuman. And apparently you can't read because, as I said before, if you take care of your children in every way you're supposed to, they won't be exposed to either of those things. What or who you allow around your kids is on you. That goes for anyone. Sex offender registry is open to the public and not necessary for this bullshit. Also, by you, this is Monica again, by you saying it's okay for teenagers who are unmarried and underage to have sex is condoning pedophilia. You are saying you're okay with your kid having sex at a young age is absolutely ridiculous. I wasn't saying it was worse than the other. I was saying if you watch and control your children, this would not be a problem. She doesn't have any kids, by the way. We need to get a registry started for all these losers taking up for baby rapers. You have got to be the dumbest bitch I've ever had the displeasure of encountering in social media, and I'm surrounded by fucking Trump supporters. I don't know how to make my stance any more clear to you, but considering your trading comprehension is below average as your beliefs, I would try to type slower so you might follow along, okay? Here, Pumpkin, hold my hand. Whatever scenario involving teenagers raping other teenagers is more vague than your defensiveness of pedophiles. If there has been a child raped by anyone, that should be reported, and that teenager should have the same repercussions and exposure as this grown pedophile. Again, I ask you to point out where I ever stated I support teenage sex. Show me. I have nothing but time to educate you further. I do support educating children and teenagers about sex, their own bodies, consent, and protecting themselves and others. Saying I educate my children about sex because our school system sure as shit doesn't, and that's how we have teen pregnancy and STDs, is allowing my children to have sex is completely laughable. Lack of education is how people like you wind up reproducing, and the children suffer because of it. You continue to prove all of my points with your own comments. That's Mariah bragging about her parenting skills in that one. God, that's a long post. God damn it, I did it again. That's a long post, Mariah. Jesus, chill out. Can you believe all these people defending a fucking local pedophile? He served his time. All right, we're back to the fake cop post. So we're getting close. Bet your ass I'm working on it. I just created an entire folder of screenshots, and if Wilbur doesn't expose these nasty fuckers on his show tonight, I'm going to lose it. Well, there you go. Please, please, please take me to court for slander. It will not be the first time someone tried to sue me for hurting their feelings on the internet, and it won't be the last. Keep your lawyers paid. I'm going to type super slow this time. You stated in your own comment you protect your own children. Please use your best deduction skills to show me how anyone would gather you are infertile. Thank fucking Christ from your own comment. By the way, she's like, now you're coming after me because I can't have kids? Like, I don't know. Don't play victim now, honey. You have attacked several on here. You literally called me retarded just because I'm obviously not retarded and you're obviously big doesn't make any less innocent. Let's just say security heavy. You're a very sick person, Monica Willis. Says a girl who was fucking a cop before she graduated high school. Girl, shut the fuck up. This comment is how I know you're a pedo sympathizer. If this is in fact true, not your place to expose the victim, she was a minor, much like your friend's victims. You are really just fucked all the way around, huh? I'm not a religious person, but I'm going to pour one out for whatever higher power made sure you can't reproduce and spread your ignorance to innocent children. So again, even in this situation, she's like, you were in high school fucking a cop. Yeah, that makes her the victim, right? The cop was the adult, clearly. What the fuck what are you doing? Yeah, and you were fucked by a pedophile too, idiot. That's what you get. So again, you're threatening to fight those who don't agree with your opinion of supporting pedophiles. Do you just type shit without thinking? Would you like for me to also educate you on the limits of free speech when it comes to making threats online? I can also educate you on the manners of slander and libel, since I won the case against me last year. I just know this is going to take a lot of work. What days are you free? I will make a PowerPoint presentation so it's easier for you to follow along. Remember, I can explain it to you, but I can't understand it for you. And you clearly have a greater disadvantage than I do. Jesus, I'm literally saying that I handle my business accordingly. You don't like my opinion. I do not care. You think body shaming hurts me? Hurts my opinion? I do not care. You think body shaming hurts my feelings? I do not care. I have stated numerous times I don't support pedophilia. Standing up for someone who has made a bad choice in life and is active bettering theirs and their families' lives. Yes, I will do that. I didn't even bother reading the last 10 paragraphs you posted because, like I said before, I don't care about you or anyone else, frankly. You have no impact on my life, nor will you ever, so please, by all means, carry on. I don't support the pedophile, but I support the pedophile who's trying to make a life for him and his family. But not the pedophile. Don't support the pedophile. Unless the pedophile made a bad choice. So little impact for someone who has continuously went back and forth with several people, preaching to them about a reformed pedophile, to which there's no such thing, and making multiple threats to catch you outside. You're free to die on your pedo-defending hill, I think's what she says. On your pedo-sympathizing hill, but you must accept that many people are going to disagree heavily. You have contradicted yourself in almost every single rebuttal you've had. If you want to take a stand, then stand firm on your beliefs, girlie. There's repercussions to your beliefs, though, so remember that. Last one. Just because you weren't fucking in high school and going to parties doesn't mean it's sinful and neglectful parenting. Only a true uneducated person would have such beliefs. You're literally exhausting, like mentally. Like I have the desire to swing my neck from a ceiling fan. I have more desire to swing my neck from a ceiling fan than to possibly engage you any further. I'll take being a godless woman, a God you believe finds crimes against children forgivable, over being a self-righteous, ignorant, small-minded person. I'll be a godless whilst trampling over the likes of you. I'll be godless whilst I defend every child victim who has been silenced by degenerates like yourself. Thank your God for me. I'm genuinely so pleased to know you aren't able to breed more ignorance. This was after she admitted she was infertile or whatever. She first popped up and said that she takes care of her kids, blah, blah, blah. Then she said, well, I have like 20 kids that I take care of all the time, but they're not mine, they're other people's. Then Mariah said something about, is it your kids or is it other people's fucking kids? Then she said, I'm infertile, thanks for making fun of me, or some shit. And then Mariah really honed in on the infertility. Pretty heavily. There you go. That's defending a pedophile in Erwin, Tennessee. And to beat it all, I don't know if I have this screenshot. Let me see. Oh, let me show you this. TBI agents learn Irwin man allegedly talked to minors. This is that guy, Stuart Mosier. Stuart Lee Mosier, 64 of Irwin, who is saying that it's illegal to post these kids online. He was a cop and was chatting with minors and sent images of child sexual abuse. And he's like, oh, it's already a violation to post these pictures of these children. Someone needs to take it down right now. Let me see if I have this. Here you go. Can I open this? So then, look who shows up. While me and my buddy and Mariah were all talking about this on text message and fighting with people in the comments, this is the same page. Ashley and Christopher is the page of the pedophile and his wife. They have a joint account. I guess because he keeps cheating on her with kids. I don't know. Usually that's a sign of, that they haven't been very loyal. But with a pedophile, I don't know how that works out. Anyways, they have, wait a second. Isn't there restrictions around social media? Or is it only if they use a computer in the commission of their crime? Oh, wait. No, it says, yes, a registered sex offender is generally permitted to use social media. However, their access is strictly regulated by state law, individual supervision terms, and private policies of social media companies. So never mind. Anyways, so her joint account shows up and says, who's the admin of this page? And they tag the admin like 3 or 4 times in the comments. Then suddenly all the posts are gone. All the posts are gone about pedophiles in town. So there you go. That was the end of the saga. Now you know. Now we're all even, I guess. All right, close that. All right, what else we got? You know how Trump's been, have you guys seen Trump bragging about the pond, about the reflection pool, or whatever it is? And how he's cleaning it up. He literally said in his own post that he's paying for it. He said that he funded it. That Donald Trump funded it. That it was his pleasure to fund it. You guys saw that? None of that's true.
The New York Times dropped a blockbuster story today about more grifting in the Trump administration. So just yesterday, Donald Trump was on social media taking full credit for funding the repair of the Lafayette Park fountains in D.C. Meanwhile, the government's own documents tell a completely different story. Donald Trump didn't fund their repair. We did. And once again, as we have with so many government
overpaid
under the Trump administration, we vastly overpaid for it. So what is going on here? The Times obtained internal government documents showing that the National Park Service secretly awarded an $11.9 million no-bid contract to repair those 2 fountains, a contract that was never posted in public spending databases the way federal law required. By the time it was done, the price had climbed to $17.4 million, and the original estimate to repair these fountains, by the way, $3.3 million. Now, the contract went to Clark Construction, the same Maryland company Trump chose to build his White House ballroom. Trump, by the way, has publicly claimed offered to build.
So we overpaid, and we gave this we vastly overpaid, and we gave this gigantic no-bid contract to the same company that's building the ballroom. And the company that's building the ballroom allegedly claimed that they're going to build it for free.
The ballroom for free. The White House won't confirm it, and the Times actually has a source saying that Clark is being paid. But here's what we do know. The same company building that ballroom just got a secret, taxpayer-funded, no-bid contract that came in $14 million over the original estimate. And how did it get so high? A few ways. First, the Park Service counted inflation twice back-to-back. Then they added a 50% schedule compression factor, a flat fee for working fast that contracting experts say they've never seen before. The consultant who did the original estimate for the fountains told the Times they just took the cover page of my estimate and just added a bunch of money onto it. Then, to justify skipping competitive bidding entirely, the government invoked an urgency exemption, one that exists for emergencies like wars and natural.
You can't use this urgency that you want it to be done by the 4th of July or tourist season. It's like when they declared a national emergency and urgency, it's like to go to war or we're going to be invaded or some shit. You can't use it because the 4th of July is coming up, so
disasters because they wanted the fountains ready for the 4th of July. One contracting law professor the Times spoke to was basically like, that's not a thing. He said,
no one will die. No one's quality of life will be diminished. There is nothing urgent about this, he said. Self-imposed deadlines aren't urgency, and lack of planning isn't urgency either.
Self-imposed deadlines aren't urgency. The kicker, the Park Service was repairing fountains at 8 other locations in D.C. at the same time. All 8 went through normal bidding. All 8 cost less. Industry experts told the Times that the Lafayette Park fountains are actually...
Oh, I'm sorry. I said the reflecting pool. The reflecting pool he made the fake picture of. This is the fountain project. I got the two confused.
Actually among the easiest to fix in the entire city. Y'all, this isn't complicated. A company building the president's ballroom got a secret, inflated, no-bid government contract that we, the taxpayers, are paying through the nose for. And then the president went on social media and took personal credit for paying for it. It's just more grift and more lies and more literal waste, fraud, and abuse from this corrupt administration. Meanwhile, working Americans grow poorer by the day. It's a huge scandal. And never forget, your tax dollars are supposed to help you, not somebody lining their pockets off of a government lie. The New York Times dropped a...
Damn. They actually took the contractor's bid cover sheet and just added money to it. Like they didn't even make their own unique bid, right? And the other company is doing all the other fountains, but not this one. That they bumped the price up, and then fucking threw it together. It's fucking crazy. Is Q Idiot still here? He might have went to bed, but I don't know why. Well, I guess because he's always dealing with fucking possums and shit. I saw this video and immediately thought this could be Q Idiot. This 100% could be Q Idiot. It's funny. God, it's funny.
Oh, frick.
All right, I don't know if you see it. You see that mouse? There's a mouse on the handrail. Okay, this is part 1.
Oh, frick. Oh, frick. Oh, get Luna.
The cat's
Bear.
just watching it.
Where are the cats? Oh, my God. Okay. No, we're okay. Hey, buddy. Hey, I'm just gonna grab you. Oh, get it, Luna. Oh, Luna. What do I pay you for? What do I pay you for? Grab the thing, Luna. Get it. What are you doing? You're useless. Oh my God. Luna! You are useless, kid. Are we being serious? Luna, are you actually being dead serious? Alright. Oh my God. Oh God, it's charging at me. Oh, it's fighting back. Oh my God. You're fighting me.
You can't prove to me this isn't Q Idiot.
Jesus, Luna! You are a useless cat! God, it's got hops! Oh, man. Oh, it's trying to at me, Luna! Oh. Luna, you are a useless cat. Do you know that? You are disappointing your father! Oh, God, it grabbed me! Oh, Jesus! No! I'm coming for you. Where'd you go? Oh my God. Oh, there you are. Phew. You're scared? Yeah. Oh, okay, let's just grab you, all right? Let's take you outside. Oh my God, it's fighting Jesus Christ. Where the... Oh, my good... Oh, Lord have mercy. Where is it? God, this is getting my adrenaline going. Oh, my God, it's right there. Oh, God. Oh. Everybody, let's take a breather. Everybody calm down, okay? Now, I'm going to need you to stay... God, it's charging at me again. Luna!
Wait. Listen, he keeps yelling at that cat. I don't know if it's in this part or in part 2. Wait till you see the other cat. He's got 2 cats, okay?
Hold on. Wow, you're a slimy little fucker. Okay. Do you see it? Oh, frick. Oh,
All right, it's gonna be in part 2. Okay, here we go. Part 2. It's so funny, dude.
This isn't the end. You thought that was it? You thought I was just gonna let you go? Absolutely not. Yeah, go that way. Get away from the hole in the wall. Look at this little bugger. Who does he think he is? Walking around my house like this? Yes, go that way. Yes. Can you go under the door? Is that a thing? Oh, that's overpowered. Oh, he's coming back. Oh, he'll hit me with a little... Yes, Luna, yes. Yes. Please, no, I'm getting... Where's your brother? Where's your brother? Are we...
Look at that fat motherfucker. He's just been laying there the whole time watching. He hasn't even got up, dude. Look. Where's your brother?
Where's your brother? Are we being serious? Are we being dead serious? Well, no. What is the point of you guys? What is the point of the cats? I'm not even joking anymore. I think it's gone. I hate you guys. Oh. I see it in the back there. Oh my gosh. Oh gosh, it's throwing things at me.
And fell.
I don't know where it is. I've had enough. I'm done. I give up. This isn't the end.
That fat motherfucker just laying there. Where's your Luna? Where's your brother? Luna, you're disappointing your father. Someone said, "What are we feeding this cat?" Can we please upgrade our tissue to a freaking cup or something for part 3, Evan? So many pots, so many lids. You chose tissue paper. Damn, dude, that was funny. That's Q idiot for sure.
Dumbasses that bought that stupid.
I cannot explain to you how fucking stupid people that bought the Trump phone are. Now, they just received an email, okay, that went out earlier this month, that there's no guarantee that the phones will even be produced. The T1 phones that they put deposits on. And deposit does not guarantee that a device will be produced or made available, and there's no refund on their deposits. They put a deposit down on the Trump phone. They're not going to make the phone, and you don't get your deposit back either.
Has Trump phone. Just the gullible dumbasses that bought that stupid ass Trump phone just got an email saying they're never actually getting a phone and Trump is keeping their deposit. The gullible dumbasses that bought that stupid ass Trump phone just...
It says it only provides a conditional opportunity if the phone is produced. But there's no requirement for them to produce the phone, and there's no requirement for them to return the deposit if the phone is never produced. They're trying something new. It might not work. All right, let's go check on Hinkle real quick. I saw some funny shit on there today. I'm getting hooked.
Got my waist on to the
There's a video of him freaking. Is it on his channel or is it on Crystal's channel? Of him freaking the fuck out about the sheriff calling him out. It might be on Crystal's channel. Hold on. Now I know I watched this motherfucker today. Where's it at? Is it an older video? Remember I showed you? Oh, there it is. Remember I showed you? He tells his wife to shut the fuck up like 4 or 5 times. Mariah would fucking throw something to me if she was recording and talking in the background. I'm like, shut the fuck up. So remember I told you he got T-shirts to promote a certain sheriff candidate in the next county over. And in the Facebook post, somebody put on the guy's name is Root, I think, or Ruth. I can't remember. Someone put, hey, your opponent's teamed up with Daryl Hinkle. And the guy put birds of a feather, I guess, which is funny, right? It's a Facebook post. Daryl freaks the fuck out. Here we go.
I read a little statement that John Root, the sheriff of London, Kentucky, made.
Because we're supporting someone.
The statement he made it about me because I'm supporting this feather right here. So that shows you he's worried. That shows you he's scared, all right? That he's going to lose. Let me tell you, this right here
is the reason why we support.
Hush, you hush for a minute,
okay.
Crystal.
Okay, I will.
Let me tell you this right here, Mr. Ruth. All right. Root, or whatever your name is. I don't know nothing about you. I'm from Clay County. All right. What happened over in London, Kentucky, when my lawyer goes over there, is going to be dismissed because when you do something on Facebook, whatever you say on Facebook or on the internet, you're supposed to get a warrant on whatever county that person says it in. That warrant wasn't supposed to have been got on me in Clay and Laura County. And it was, so that's a lawsuit right there.
So first of all, it's not a lawsuit. Second of all you would do is change a venue, right? This wasn't brought up in the right jurisdiction, if that's true, right? If that holds true, like this wasn't brought up in the right jurisdiction, have it dismissed. But typically, the way they treat, as far as I've seen, typically the way they treat internet stuff is it can be an either or, right? In the person that you offended or the person that did the offending, either or.
Something on Facebook, whatever you say on Facebook or on the internet, you're supposed to get a warrant on whatever county that person says it in. That warrant wasn't supposed to have been got on me in Clay and Laura County, and it was. So that's a lawsuit right there against Laura County, letting a warrant get right there, all right? And what happened up here in Manchester, I got the chief of the police, the city council, and the Manchester newspaper
and the mayor.
Yeah, my newspaper. Well, he's on the council. He's in the city council. The mayor is, and every one of them saying that I didn't start the problem up here. Yeah, the problem that other people come from out of town and started the problem. The people that we've been begging people like you to take care of, and people like you.
How high do you think he is? I can't believe he still gets high. As long as he's been doing drugs.
To do your job and to protect and serve all citizens, not the citizens that's been in trouble. Yeah, I've been in trouble all my life. That's problems like you, sheriffs is like you, and cops like you. Problems. Yeah, you see, I've been in trouble all my life, but in the last 10 years, I ain't been nothing but a abiding citizen. I ain't been nothing. It ain't my fault. I brought attention to Clay County and Laura County and the whole neighborhood. Yes, I have. I have. But I
Yeah, but I'm not the one brought the negative tension. The negative tension come from Floyd County, Kentucky. The negative tension come from Laura County, Kentucky, right where you're from. All right, that's where the badness come from. So if you want to get right down to it, Mr. John Rue, I don't know you and you don't know me. So and you getting on there and you want to talk about picking people at your shoes. You got Stephanie Chapman on there.
You added a known dope dealer that's still doing dope.
They're selling dope right now. Selling dope right now. I met that right now, and we know for a fact you had
I got the screenshot that you sent her.
Yeah, that you sent her, Bob, and she's showing it to everybody.
Yep, and her record is way longer than ours.
I would pick who I would get on here and talk about, because you can't throw rocks at a glass house because it'll break. You hear me? That's the problem with all these big shirts.
They abuse their power.
They've been in so long. Just like Ed Jordan was and stuff. They was in so long.
They thought it is automatically theirs.
That they run the town. That the city is theirs.
It's not.
It's not yours.
It's the people's.
It belongs to Laura County citizens. You are somebody that to protect and serve. All I said was the truth. When we first come over there to that courthouse, your deputies was on point. They was nice. They was kind.
And understanding.
They done their job. And they want nothing no different. I want no different. The second time I come than I was the first time. The second time I come, I was sick. I was in the bed for 4 days with teeth issues, and I have doctors to prove it. Where I had the whole
I had them emailed it while you was there.
So yeah, I had an email while I was sitting right in the courtroom. All right, so
and then they tried to
Secretary of War. I hear that job's going to open up.
drug test me.
Yeah, and then all of a sudden,
Head of the FBI.
you cops try to bully around my wife. You cop got right.
So here's what happened. Daryl's in court, okay? Daryl started acting wild, and they had to tell Crystal to shut up 3 or 4 times, and Daryl was just saying crazy off-the-wall shit, and they couldn't hardly understand him. When you're in court, the judge is basically in charge of that courtroom, and he has a lot of leeway on what he can and cannot do, what he will put up with. Like, there used to be a local judge here that wouldn't let you show up in shorts. The current judge, I don't think, gives a fuck. But the judge before that, you couldn't have a hole in your pants, couldn't have a hole in your shirt. You didn't have to wear a suit, but he expects you to wear like blue jeans and shit without holes in them, right? And he would hold you in contempt if he warned you and then you come back. So they were saying off the wall shit, didn't make no sense. So they jerked Daryl up quick and took him immediately for a drug test. And Crystal starts bitching and complaining, saying, this ain't got nothing to do with drugs, blah, blah, blah. You can't do that. That's not right. That's illegal. So they said, if you keep talking, you're next. You're going for the drug test next. Now, what can they do with a drug test? Well, there's technically nothing illegal about using drugs. It's the possession and sale of drugs. Like, if they found out you used drugs earlier because you failed a drug test, so you didn't drive or nothing like that, there's not a whole lot they can do about it. But, your testimony's unreliable. They can hold you in contempt. They can tell you to be clean before the next court appearance and hold you in contempt. Or maybe he warned them before that they weren't supposed to be doing drugs while they're on this 60-day thing, and he could hold them in contempt. But still, they threatened to give Crystal a drug test, and that pissed them the fuck off. And she said, you can't tell me what to do. And the bailiff or whatever said, I'm the man around here, okay? You see that man right there? He tells me what to do, and then I can do whatever he fucking says. And they didn't like that at all.
My space is screaming, hollering, I'm the man here. I'm the man here.
You ain't no boss.
Was he humping the air like that?
What's your problem? Yeah, she didn't do nothing. She didn't open her mouth.
Yeah, right.
Woman's face, hollering, I'm the man here. What do you think would do if I'd get in your woman's face and holler, I'm the man here?
We don't do stuff like that.
But my lawyer get that video and I'll make sure that I'll make sure I put a write-up on that cop that done that right there. You work for us. You
need to control your workers.
You work for us.
Not for us per se, but your citizens.
You work for Laurel County, Kentucky.
He failed the drug test on 5 different things. So he failed on 5 different things. And he claimed that his doctor prescribed them all to him. And the judge ordered him to bring those prescriptions back. But one of them's pot. Is pot legal in Kentucky? He swore up and down that not only does he go to a pain clinic, I heard, okay, there's a lot of stuff that I hear that's like hearsay that I often don't say on the show. I heard he got kicked out of his pain clinic. So typically to get drugs now, ever since the opioid epidemic, you can't get drugs or doctors are real cautious about giving out drugs, or especially a long-term supply. Like you might get a 10-day supply or even a 5-day supply. I've had that a lot. Even going to the dentist, they'll give you like 5 days. And anything after that, go to ibuprofen. We don't give a fuck, right? Because they don't want to be held accountable for like addiction, because they started prosecuting pill mills and doctors and shit. So in a state like Tennessee or Kentucky, you have to have multiple referrals. You have to go through pain clinics and pain management specialists, then go to pain clinics, and they're specialized in pain, and you have to have all this paperwork, and you go in there, and getting kicked out's a big deal for an addict, right? For someone who's hooked on them, because it's like all this work to get back into it, and then other pain clinics hear that you got kicked out of this one, and they're less likely to let you in there. So I heard they saw his videos on Facebook, or on YouTube, TikTok. I just saw a TikTok today where he claimed that when he drives, he doesn't drive because he doesn't want to get a DUI. When he does drive, he hasn't used drugs all day. When he goes to work, he doesn't use drugs all day. But then the dumbass said, but when I get home, I take them all at once and get wilder than a bear. Well, that's against the doctor's prescription, right? He doesn't say don't take them for a whole day, then take them all at once you get home and get as high as you can, right? That shit like that'll get you kicked out. So I heard he got kicked out of the pain clinic and ended up in a Suboxone clinic to not go through withdrawals. But he claims that between his pain clinic doctor's prescriptions and his doctor that he saw over his tooth infection, that he's got prescription for everything he failed for. I don't believe that, but the judge told him to bring the prescriptions back next time they're in court.
Citizens.
And we used to be Laurel
Clay County, Kentucky police works for us. They're our police, and they do a good job.
They do.
We got a chief of police.
I thought Laurel County was different.
We got a chief of police that is one of the best chief of police in the world. We got a sheriff that's one of the best sheriffs in the world. He come right to my door here the other day and was as nice as can be. And
they don't jump to conclusions. They actually investigate. They don't jump to conclusions. And assume you're a criminal.
Jump to conclusions and stuff.
And assume you're a criminal because of your past.
Now that's bull crap. And then John Rook, you get on there and you make that post about me, Bubby, when you got Stephanie Chapman and everything.
Literally, all the guy said was birds of a feather, because Daryl Hinkle went out of his way to support his opponent, and that was it.
Tony Taylor, who shot a unarmed woman. I mean, for real. That's why you guys was out on his side, because he was wearing his shirts and stuff. You think he's popular or something. All these people that you guys think's popular, it's on my nuts, John. On my nuts, Root. That's how they got popular, on my nuts. Hear me? For real, that's how they got popular. That's how they even got known. To be even existent.
Nobody knows that.
To be even existent. That's how they even exist. They got popular off my nuts.
Stephanie Chapman or Tony Taylor until they started talking about Daryl.
Even Denver Baker's got a father now. Got a big father now.
Just for mentioning his name.
Everybody. Just for mentioning my name.
It's
so this fella right here, This fella right here, he seems not to be judgmental, seems to be a Christian, and seems that shows me right there. That's why the law was pulling up beside my woman today, acting funny.
I noticed it when I was over there.
Was acting funny.
Because I stopped at a red light, and I was using my phone at the red light.
If you start harassing us, we'll start video every time. And then we'll sue the city of Laurel County and you won't be harassing us no more.
We got
harassing us.
For real, we're not playing with nobody no more.
We're tired.
Don't harass us.
Being harassed.
That's all we get.
Here on that, it's going to be nothing but lawsuits. No more threats. We don't want nobody to student with nobody. We don't want nobody to hurt. We don't want nobody harmed. But from here on out, it's going to be nothing but lawsuits.
We're done with it.
We'll fight it out in court and either win or lose.
Either way, we'll be there.
But if you lie, and you lie, and you lie, then there win.
And I can prove the lies that Stephanie Chapman has told us lies.
Yeah, I can prove everything Stephanie Chapman ever says a lie.
I can prove everything Katie Collins says a lie.
I don't even know her. And we got the breakdown on Katie Collins deal. The whole breakdown on what it is.
Anybody can say you're a criminal.
Yeah, anybody can say you one, but when you go to court 4 different times and the judge dismisses it 4 different times.
And we're still
I've been to court over this 4 times and the judge keeps dismissing it 4 times.
But this case...
They've just been extending it, by the way. Like resetting it. You don't go to court just once. It's not a dismissal.
In London was supposed to be dismissed.
Yeah, but this case...
Then they offered it more time than they did the first time.
Back. Whoever made the videos about the other and in 60 days was supposed to have been doing 60 days in jail. I didn't make a video one about Tony. He made 3.
By the way, Tony did make videos, okay? So first of all, Hinkle made videos and specifically named Tony. Said Tony the Tiger, that's his username. Called him out, said his last name. He went on a podcast, said Tony the Tiger, this guy on TikTok, blah, blah, blah. Well, Tony made videos about Hinkle, but he said he said Stinkle when he was making these videos. And apparently, Tony said, I didn't make a single video about him. I made videos about this other guy named Stinkle, and the judge looked at Daryl and said, is your name Stinkle? And Daryl said no, and he said, well, he didn't make no videos about you. Told him that's his First Amendment right to make all the videos he wants about Stinkle, whoever that might be.
3 or 4 of them about me and my wife, and then the prosecutor and judge lied and didn't do their job and lock him up like they're supposed to.
Try to lock you up.
Try to lock me up.
And offer you more time.
It seems like he's going to end up going to jail for 60, 90 days, something like that. But he's trying to put it off past the redneck brawl, which it will be now that they got this latest extension.
The corner like I was an inmate. I wasn't no inmate. That's why I was like, what are you doing setting me over here? I should be sitting right over here.
Where I was.
Where I was.
Got treated off.
And the front row got treated off.
By the sheriff.
Yeah. Thought somebody was going to go to jail, but I got excuse. Listen. You can't beat me because all the meds on. I am God supposed to have them. There's nothing none of you cops, none of you judges, none of you people, prosecutors can do to me about any other medicine I take.
He has to take it for a reason.
I have to have it. Do you not understand that? And now I got the paperwork.
So next time it won't happen again.
Showing that I had to have it. And when you start grabbing on me and stuff, I'm going to jerk out the paperwork from the doctor and I'm going to say, you need to turn me loose. Or I want you sergeant here now. And we're going to settle this right here.
You don't drive when you take your medication anyway.
No.
So I do.
I mean, for real, no. Exactly.
That's how good he follows the law. Even when he takes his prescribed medication, he don't
Notice how he keeps hitting his nose over and over again. He snorts them. He's got to.
drive.
Everybody asks, why don't you drive? I don't drive because I take my medicine and I don't drive.
Because he wants to keep people safe and himself safe.
Yes, common sense. I don't want no DUIs. civilized.
And he doesn't want anybody to get hurt.
No trouble and gotta get somebody killed or something. All right. And when I'm at work, I'm moving a mobile home, I don't take medicine.
He waits.
Oh, here it is.
No, I don't do it until nighttime. Then I get water in a bowl on it. Take it all at once. John
Former Terminator just gifted 1 sub.
Thank you for the gifted sub. I appreciate
it. This is Hinkle Construction. And when I'm at work, I'm moving a mobile home, I don't take medicine.
He waits till he gets home at night.
I don't do it until nighttime. Then I get water in a bowl on it. Take it all at once.
Not taking it as prescribed can get you in trouble too. In fact, you can have pill counts, right? I've seen police do pill counts, and if your pill count's too far off, they can charge you with distribution for getting rid of. Like they're going to say, well, you didn't take 20 today, right? So where's the fucking rest of them? Oh, you must have sold them.
John Root, this is Hinkle Construction. I'm from Clay County, Kentucky, brother. I'm out. I read it.
Damn, dude. No chill. Also, I forgot we had a video of God damn, don't tell me she ate that chick. I thought it was on this page, is it not?
Alright, go. You're gonna bust the door. You know? So hey,
maybe it's on his page. Oh, here it is. Here's what we got to look forward to at the Redneck Brawl, folks. The Stinkles.
Alright, one foot in sand. Alright, now. Ready?
Yep.
Go. Listen for 1 minute. This is the first round.
Hey, what is falling soft?
No, don't back up. Her head won't be soft neither. Don't hit the wall, hit the door. You bust on the wall. Now punch straight punches, straight punches. There you go. That's right. That's her body, that's her body. Stand straight, put your feet straight. Because she can knock you off level. Alright, now back up and rest. Alright, now let her come at you. Now left hand. Alright, 5 more seconds, 4 more seconds, 3 more seconds. Time. Alright, 1 foot in sand. Alright, now.
She's just knocking on the door. Looking good, folks. I'm excited. Look at this.
Got my bag up. Well, my neighbor's bag. My neighbor loaned it to me. My great neighbor. I got good neighbors all around. All my neighbors is good. We all share. All my neighbors is good. I love all my neighbors. I got my neighbor loaned me one of his bags, but I got one give to me. I just ain't got a chance to pick it up yet. But I'm gonna use this until I can get my own. He said, till I get done with the fight.
By the way, the fight's like in 10, 12 days. This is the first time he's hitting a bag.
Then I'm gonna give it back to him. Because his boy's in the military, and we need to make sure we pray for his boy that's in the military that's fighting for our freedom. That's fighting for our freedom every day. Alright? So, I don't know if you can see this or not. Let me make sure. I need to set up a stand, I think. I don't know. I need to set up a stand. And then what I'm going to do is...
Well, they're from Kentucky, so yes.
I'm just going to take
I'm not going to show you a lot of them because I don't want my opponent.
K-Sonic says, are these people special?
Oh, I want to hear that.
K-Sonic says, damn LOL.
Oh, that's pretty good. Board.
Busting everything in up. And I can wait till my lawyer does what she needs to do. Got a great lawyer now. Love my lawyer. She's a supporter. She's tired of me being harassed. So you gotta make sure you push all the way up to the end of that, you know, because well, you ain't gonna do no good, you're gonna break your deck in hand. Alright, so if it's a hold, I don't know, but we're gonna try. So you say this is the mostly body punches. And, you know, there's only gonna be a couple if you get in the head, it's gonna be going for knockout. Alright, so we're gonna say 5%. Alright, there he is coming at me right here, so 5%. That didn't last long, and so I ain't gonna hold there. So I might find somewhere where to hold that where he can take my power. It might too.
He hooked it to a piece of trim. He hooked it to a piece of trim that covers the joint between two pieces of decorative plywood.
I had it up here and it jerked the whole roof down when I was hitting it. It jerked the whole roof down. So that ain't gonna work. Let's figure something out. I want to definitely figure out.
This guy does construction, by the way.
My rummy. My job, bro. I tell you what, son, it's got them tore up, brother. That they got their house found. Hey, listen, you guys ride up down the road right here by my house, 24/7. That's a public road right there. You guys don't own that road. I can ride up that road anytime I want to ride up that road. There ain't nobody and do nothing about it. As long as I ain't no bird starting no trouble with you or anybody else, and I ain't want no bird starting a bit of trouble. I was up there get your address, and I got it. Hook, line, and sinker. I know that would hook you in. Come in. I know. You know what I'm saying? That was her house that we were sitting in front of, Drew. Yeah, we hooked them in. Put it on video. We'd eat them up. Chris was like, "Don't put it on video." I said, "If we put it on video, it's gonna eat them up. So they're gonna come out, and either it's her house, not her house. They're gonna come out." And sure enough, I hooked them. Boom, it's her house. Got her. She's been trying to hide it. It was the person right there. The one right there. 193 is the address. That was that back. That's right there. But the lawyer is gonna say they're gonna get straight.
He's always wearing that Hubbard Pharmacy T-shirt.
Also here. Yeah, you need something? No, I'll just make sure you got it. I got some. I'm about to tore down.
So they're talking about doxing people. The Combs mobile home movers. People. Lisa Combs and her husband.
I'll never get that you. They're tore up on there totally different when they ride by her house constantly, ain't it? I mean, that's a public road. We're on road. We're on road, bro. What you mean? That's public road. Yeah, I got that on the bottom of the hill. We got the address on the box. I put that public road. I'm not doing that. Totally different when you're getting harassed and when you're getting bothered. But I'm not harassing you. I'm just kidding. That'd be the last time I'll ever be up there. I'll never be up there again. I don't have no reason to be up there. None of us have any reason to be up there. I got exactly what I wanted. I got your address, and I got your address right there where you stay at, across from Kojak. All right, and I'm and you're getting ready to get served, though, girl. Exactly what you're getting ready to get. You know, so that's all I'm gonna say about that. And then Tony's got one coming to him. Randy Neese's got one coming to him. And Lisa Combs and Jack Combs has got one coming to him. And I'm suing Lisa and Jack. I'm suing Tony. I got the proof. But Tony made me lose $15,000 in 1 month. Got the proof. I got that proof on every bit of it. I got the proof that Lisa Combs made me lose out of work. Talked about me like a dog. Put my jobs down. Put my work down. Didn't even know me. When I never said not one ill word against Jack Combs' work. Not at all. And I could have easily put his work down many times because I got plenty of videos where people send me, showing me his work, and I never commented. Not one time on it or never said not one ill thing about it. Not at all. All right. So then they said and talk about me after their work. Hot dog, son. Now I ain't gonna talk about their work. It is what it is. You know, that's their work. Everybody has problems on job sites. I know how it is. I understand how it is to have one truck and have to keep that truck going and have to keep a man working and have to keep a woman happy and have to, you know, and all this and all that. I understand, Jack. I understand. But you
let this internet go to your head, brother, and you forgot that mobile home people supposed to stick together. But you know, they don't over towards that way at all. I'm glad I got good friends in Housemart. I'm telling you, I'm glad that I got good friends. I mean, no, not Housemart. I got good friends in other places. You know, other places. You know, for real. So, or you know, I'd be destroyed. You know, let's be honest with you. You know, every company I run up on respects me because they know that I'm out here just trying to work. Man, I just want to work. I don't want. It's like I told that boy yesterday. That Wes, and I like Wes and this woman, but it's like I told them. they want what the internet plan. But I told them I don't want it. I don't want it. I didn't start this. But I want to be a mobile home setup. I want to set up mobile homes and transport and set up mobile homes. That's all I want to do. I want to be able to video my work, put my work on here, and just be, you know, be left alone and stuff. That's all I want to do. I'm not no TikToker or Facebooker and stuff. That's not me. I'm not a TikToker and stuff. People says I am. People says I think I'm a comedian. I don't know why, because there ain't nothing funny about me. That's for sure. There ain't no dag burn. There ain't no funny business in this area right here. We don't swing on no punch out here. We swing like cars in. So I got my bag up again. All right. So let's try it one more time. Hello, Dad. I'll give you some. Put them out of business and stuff. That used to be, but I hate that anymore. I hate violence. I hate anything to do with violence. I hated what happened up here in Manchester the other night. I thought we was gonna have Manchester was gonna have a fun night. We was gonna have it was gonna be something fun and stuff. But it seems like I can't have fun. I can't. They won't let me have no fun. That's why I hate to even go down to this redneck brow, because I already know that I probably gonna end up Tennessee jail. I'm gonna end up down there in Tennessee jail. No way to bond out. No way to do nothing. I'm gonna get down there and just get jumped on, and I'm gonna have to do something and end up in Tennessee jail. It just shows what my name is. I already know. That's why I tell Chris I hate to even go. And they're saying that everything, they promised me again that everything will be safe and all right, and I won't have to worry about it. That's why last time I come unprepared, you know, because I thought that everything was gonna be safe and everything was gonna be no issues. But this time, no matter what, I'm not coming unprepared no more. You'll never catch Darryl Hinkle off guard like that again. Never will. You'll never do that again. Never. And you better be glad that you want a man. If you want a man, if you was a man, I promise to God, he would have been a totally different outlook on the whole circumstance. If he was a man. Alright, so the main thing is stretching. Alright, stretch out. So you want to cramp up and muscle rub all over you. So you want to cramp up, all right? So here we go, back thing. Coming in, all right? So we don't back up, because we don't want to back up unless we back up just one step. Let's back up. So we want to keep where if he swings at us, that we can miss him, that he can miss us, but we can still come in with a counter. Okay, counter with. And there you go.
Everything with his left hand's a counter. Everything with his right hand's a body shot.
I'm in the corner and beat him to death. All right.
Out of breath.
That bag's a good workout. That's the first time I ever hit a bag. That's a daggone good workout. All right, so I'm gonna do that. Rip my glove. These are cheap gloves. Anyways, but they're better than none. I'll put duct tape around them. I'll duct tape. Put the gorilla to them. All right, this is our ankle chosen. High testosterone. I'm out.
There you go, folks.
I'll tell you what, son.
Gassed. 15 punches. Out of it. All right. I would expect him to be better than his fucking 400-pound wife. Holy shit. Thank you guys for joining us. Thank you for being here. If you want to support the show, do it. I'm hoping to hear some news about the house this week. Hopefully the VA home. I couldn't buy a house without the VA home loan, so hopefully it works. Thank you guys for joining us. Thank you for being here. I appreciate it. Support the show if you can. That was his whole workout. That's his workout this week. He's got one workout next week and then the fight. Thank you guys for being here. I'll see you about the next one. Have a good night. Love you. See you. Bye.
But I can tell you this about if this douchebag happens to see this particular show, you don't have the fork and balls to call out the people on this planet by name and tell them exactly who they are and tell them the rest of the world who they are. You don't have the fork and balls. You don't have the balls.
Okay, Scott.
Here we go, I think I started some shit. Listen off, it's about to get lit. Get the place in the best, you know that stage is set. You better buckle up, cause you ain't seen none yet. Here we go, I think I started some shit. Piss them off, it's about to get lit. Get the place in the best, you know that stage is set. You better buckle up, cause you ain't seen none yet.
And they say that I'm a lunatic. Well, listen, bitch, I came equipped with a quick wit and a 6 cents for the stupid shit.
Where my true believer?
Y'all need Jesus.
Praise the Lord, head to the
All these false fucking prophets who profit off of gossip. Worshipping drums, cocking, begging for a throat deposit. Swinging fucking meat hammers like fool in a thong. He's strapped to the shaft, eating his chest like he's King Kong. Starving for attention, I'ma make your gut burst. I'll be your huckleberry, I can quench that thirst. Baby eating lizard people, alien sex. What's next? Trump in a dress, fucking Flynn on his desk. A retard in a vest, climbing up 5G towers. Cause you told him if he did, he'd get fucking superpowers. Here we go, I think I started some shit. Piss him off, it's about to get lit. Get the place in the bets, you know that stage is set. You better buckle up, cause you ain't seen none yet. Here we go, I think I started some shit. Piss him off, it's about to get lit. Get the place in the bets, you know that stage is set. You better buckle up, cause you ain't seen none yet. I used to find clues too when I was high on shrooms. I found myself a tunnel that led to Jason Q's bedroom. Opened his closet, I found some of his meat rockets. I strapped him to my shoes and then I flew through the roof. I found myself in orbit strapped to an F-16. High on amphetamine, with Trump in between. Put on a light coat of baby oil and saluted the troops. He tapped me on the shoulder and said, "This is gonna be it." Wait, stop.
Burnt the piss out of my arm grinding today.
My files. Wait, what are you doing? It's a stop. Hold on. Fucking stop. Dude.
Started a small fire and a bunch of leaves by accident. Good day.
Oh, give me a. Oh my god. Damn it. Here we go. I think I started some shit. Piss them off. It's about to get lit. Get the place in the bets. You know that stage is set. You better buckle up, cause you ain't seen none yet. Here we go. I think I started some shit. Piss them off. It's about to get lit. Get the place in the bets. You know that.
Oh, follow my TikTok. I'm working on a bunch of cars, so.
We ain't seen none yet.
That's what I've been making content on lately. Last couple of days.
Down goes Nino. Please say it isn't so. Got him backed up on the ropes, trying to ram it down his throat. Now things are getting rocking. He was doing so well. It's all over. Hands on his shoulders. They ringing his bell. You got Frog News Network doing no damn research. They rework and copy on cocks that came first. Ninth inning, second string, and they acting like they know hitters. Ass on slow and bullshit and runs to the shitter. All this nonsense on my conscience. It's hard to sleep at night. Who the fuck is in my window with this time of the night? These parasites, these leeches, with all their secret meetings, teaching all you fucking cretins about baby-eating heathens. Believing in reasons with no meaning is bullshit. Will Bird motherfuckers out here busting the grifts. Here we go, I think I started some shit. Piss them off, it's about to get lit. Get the place in the bets, you know that stage is set. You better buckle up, cause you ain't seen none yet. Here we go, I think I started some shit. Piss them off, it's about to get lit. Get the place in the bets, you know that stage is set. You better buckle up, cause you ain't seen none yet.
You don't have those guts, cause you're a
Good night, guys.